Hello everyone and welcome back to our More Than Moses series. We're on week 6 and we've been learning about how God has made miracles happen to free the Israelites. Tom, what are you doing?
I've been practicing my swimming. It's amazing, isn't it? I've got a really good stroke now.
Right.
Yeah. Thing is, right, I've been practicing this the whole time.
Right.
To cross the Red Sea, and God just split the sea in half, and it's great, but I didn't get to swim.
Oh, let's see what God does next. Get up on your feet at home and worship our God.
Whenever I run, you come and chase me. Wherever I go, you're always there. Every time I fall, you catch me. And when I hide, you hold me tight and remind me who I am. No height, no depth could take us from your love. No life, no death could undo what you've done. The future and the past are yours. My life is in your hands, and all these things I know. Your love reminds me who I am. I believe that you'll do all that you promised. I believe that you're strong enough to save. What you started, and when I can't see the end, you remind me who I am. No height, no depth could take us from your love. No life, no death could undo what you've done. The future and the past are yours. My life is in your hands, and all these things I know. Your love reminds me who I am.
Oh, I'm starving. Are we nearly there yet? My legs hurt.
You're always moaning, Katie. We're fine. Just stop moaning.
I want to be back in Egypt. The food there was so good.
You know what? You're sounding like the Israelites. They were constantly complaining that God wasn't providing for them. Shall we see what God did with the Israelites?
Yeah.
Stories of the Bible. Moses in the wilderness. This is Moses, who was an Israelite born in Egypt, in a time when Israelite boys were not supposed to live.
Wait, huh?
Moses, however, grew up in the palace of the Pharaoh, the very man who was enslaving the Israelite people. When Moses grew up, he made a big mistake and fled Egypt to live with the Midianites. But God called Moses back to Egypt to deliver his people with the help of his brother Aaron. After God showed his miraculous power in Egypt, He led the Israelites through the Red Sea and towards the Promised Land. They followed God, who showed himself as a cloud by day and fire by night. As God led them through the wilderness, the Israelites became thirsty and hungry. They complained to Moses and Aaron and said, "If only we had died in Egypt." God said to Moses that he would provide for his people. Each morning they awoke and found manna for the day.
What's that?
And each night God gave them meat. The people were still thirsty, and they were mad at Moses, saying, "Did you bring us out here to die of thirst?" So Moses cried out to God, and God told Moses to strike a rock, and water came flowing out of it for the people to drink. And so the Lord provided for his people's needs. After traveling in the desert for 3 months, they came to Mount Sinai, and God called Moses from the top of the mountain. God spoke to Moses there of the future of his people and reminded him of the miracles of the past. After 3 days, there was thunder and lightning as a thick cloud covered the mountain. The people heard a loud trumpet blast. And Moses led people to the foot of the mountain to meet with God. God told them how his people were to live and how they were to honor him and respect each other. The Israelites had seen for themselves that God had spoken to Moses from heaven. These rules that God told them are called the 10 Commandments. And the Israelites feared God, for his mighty power had brought them out of slavery and provided for them in the desert.
It's now time for a More Than challenge. Now this week, Tom and Katie are going to give it a go, and we'd love you to get involved at home. We've been thinking about in our story today how God has provided food for the Israelites. Bread from heaven. Can you imagine it to rain bread? Now to play the game, you're going to need a tray, a cup and a bowl of cereal. Now to play, Tom is going to tip the bowl of cereal from arm's length high and see how many.
Like it's coming down from heaven.
Like it's coming down from heaven. See how much cereal he can get successfully in the cup. And then we'll work out if Katie can get more or if you can get more at home. Are you ready, Tom? I'm going to
Think so.
count you down from 3. 3, 2, 1, go!
I don't know whether to go for the all-in-one. I'm going to try the
Raining
sprinkle.
cereal. 1,
Hey.
2, 3. Oh, quite a few.
Okay, I'm going to go for it.
Whoa!
Not bad, not bad.
Let's go on. Count how much cereal's in there.
A lot, loads. You're never going to beat this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46,
That counts.
47.
I'll take 47.
Let's see how Katie gets on. So now it's Katie's turn. Katie, you've watched Tom. Are you feeling confident?
I'm so confident. Tom was so slow to start with. Obviously, all you have to do is chuck the whole thing in.
Okay, let's go. Not bad. Let's count how many you've got.
Got to count to big numbers now as
Big
well.
numbers.
Oh.
You can count along with us at home. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Let's stop you there. Because I think it's obvious that Katie has beaten Tom.
Woohoo!
Have a go at this more than challenge at home and let us know if you can beat Katie and Tom. This week's craft challenge is coming from the Bread from Heaven workbook. We're going to have a go at making the bread clay because we've been thinking today in the story about how God provided for his people. He gave them bread from heaven that they called manna. So we're going to think about how God heard the complaints of the Israelites and provided them with food. So to do this craft activity, you're going to need 3 slices of white bread, which we're going to take the crusts off. So you can do this at home as well. Take the crusts off. You're also going to need some PVA glue and you're going to need some paint. And we're going to make basically a version of a Play-Doh where you can think about the story and play through it at home. So once you've got 3 slices of white bread, you need to tear them up and put them in the bowl. Remember to wash your hands before you start, although this won't be for eating today. So shred the bread into the bowl. I wonder if you've ever been hungry before, like the Israelites were. They were so hungry that they wanted to go back to Egypt and wanted to become a slave again. But God heard their complaints and gave them food to eat. So 3 slices of bread in the bowl. We're then going to add the 2 tablespoons of PVA glue, some sparkly paint, and we're going to mix it all together. Once you've made your bread Play-Doh or bread clay, perhaps you could make the campsite. Make some Israelites, and you could pretend that the bread is raining down from heaven. So you might want to keep going, make it a little bit smaller, but we're going to add our PVA glue. So again, this will be a bit sticky. Have a go. Look at that. You might need to get a knife and make sure all of the glue is onto the bread. We're then going to add a little bit of paint and get our hands messy. There we go. Squish it all together and make sure that the paint is transferred through all of the bread. Like I say, this will be very, very sticky, but you can add a bit more paint if you want and start to knead it in like you would make actual bread. And they suggest in the workbook that you could use these as counters for the game that there's also in the book that you could play with. but you might need to add a bit of flour to make it less sticky. But then you can start to play with it and think through the story today. If you make the bread clay at home, we'd love to see what you get up to. And you can send us a picture.
It's memory verse time with me, Captain Memory. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but Captain Memory, where is your magnificent memory cloak? I put it down somewhere, and I can't remember where I put it down. But that doesn't matter, because we've got a memory verse to learn this morning, and it's from Exodus chapter 16, verse 12. This morning we've been hearing how the Lord heard the Israel's complaints, and he provided for them. So we're going to learn this verse. It's going to come up on the screen. Are you ready? I've got some actions. It goes like this. The Lord heard their complaints and said, in the evening you will have meat to eat. In the morning you will have bread to eat. Then you will know that I am the Lord your God. Exodus 16, verse 12. We're going to get rid of some of the words and we're going to go again. Are you ready? Then the Lord heard their complaints and said, in the evening you will have meat to eat. In the morning you will have bread to eat. Then you will know that I am the Lord your God. Exodus 16, verse 12. Some more words are going to disappear. And we're going to try again. Here we go. The Lord heard their complaints and said, in the evening you will have meat to eat. In the morning you will have bread to eat. Then you will know that I am the Lord your God. Exodus 16, verse 12. All the words are going to disappear now, but we can do this. Are you ready? Then the Lord heard their complaints and said, in the evening you will have meat to eat. In the morning you will have bread to eat. Then you will know that I am the Lord your God. Exodus 16, verse 12. You did it! We did it! Amazing! Now, I need to go and find my cloak. Where did I put it?
So today in our story we've been learning about how the Israelites complained, but even so God provided for them. So for our prayer activity today, what you're going to need is a jar, some paper or post-it notes and a pen, and we're going to do our thank you pot activity. So sometimes we can take all the good things that we have for granted, but we should take the time to thank God for the things that we do have. So we're encouraging you over the next week, for you and everyone in your family, to put something in the jar each day, things that you're thankful for and that you can thank God for that day. So, for example, I'm going to do a couple now. So we can thank God for our family that He has provided us with and that we live with at home. Put that one in the pot. We can thank God for the friends that we have around us. We can be thankful for those that we have. Put that one in the pot. And we can also be thankful for things like school or nursery or workplaces for our mums and dads. So we'll put that one in the pot. And like I say, throughout the week, be sure to make sure that you and your families are writing things down, putting them in the pot and thanking God for them. But now we're going to pray together. So thank you, God, that we have you to provide things for us. That instead of taking things for granted, we can thank you for what we have. Thank you for our family, for our friends, and for school, nurseries and workplaces that we have. Amen.
This week we've seen God do yet another miracle. How amazing is our God? The people were hungry, they were complaining, they were moaning. Yet God was kind enough to listen to their concerns and their cries. And God provided for them manna from heaven, raining bread. And God did that to remind the people that who he was, how powerful he was, and he was saying to them, guys, I am good and I have more in store for you. And God has more in store for your life too. Have you ever cried out to God, prayed to God, or asked God to provide something or to show you a sign of his love for you? I challenge you today to pray to God for yourself. Or at home, you can think through one of the activities that we've done. Have a go at the More Than Challenge, the raining cornflakes. You could make the bread clay, or you could think about things that you are really thankful to God for. But we're going to end by singing our praise and dancing to God, because we are so thankful for who he is. So get up on your feet and join me to worship King Jesus.
In the chaos, when I'm far away, I can hear you. I'll never be the same. God, you're calling out my name, 'cause you love me. God, you lead me when I've lost my way. You'll never leave me, never let me stray. When I call you, God, you won't delay, 'cause you love me, 'cause you love me. Forever I will lift my voice. Forever you will be my choice. Forever I will stand for you. I'm giving you all of me. I'm giving you all of me. I will follow in your ways, 'cause your promise, no, it never fades. You're right beside me, you're never far away, 'cause you love me, 'cause you love me. Forever I will lift my voice. Forever you will be my choice. Forever I will stand for you. I'm giving you all of me. I'm giving you all of me. Out of the darkness into your light, my heart surrenders to your design. You gave me purpose, so I give my life. I'm giving you all of me.